How's it going, everyone? I'm back on the river again today. It's a beautiful September day here in Minnesota. And look at this. I have mail to open. Inside this envelope is a homemade lure sent to me by a subscriber to my channel. He's actually a YouTuber himself. Bleeding Arrow TV is the name of his channel. I'll leave a link down in the description if you guys want to check it out. And today we're going to try to catch some smallmouth on the lure that he sent me. So let's open it up here and take a look at what we're working with. We did message back and forth in the comments on one of my videos. If I remember right, he sent me some kind of topwater lure and then some jigs that he made. Let's start where the bubble wrap begins here. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's start out with the topwater lure. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. It's a little prop style bait. Nice paint job on it. Yeah, I think we'll be able to trick some smallies into biting that. So that's the topwater lure. That's the one that I'm most excited to try out here today. Like I said, it's mid-September. Should be about prime time for some topwater action, but let's take a look at these jigs too. Wow, these look nice. So we've got a black one. Some nice hair jigs. Almost feels like marabou. I'm not sure if that's what it is or not, but I'd say that's probably about a 3/16 ounce jig. It's pretty close to what I usually throw, so yeah, I think that should do the trick too. I'll start out with the black one. That's my go-to color for river smallmouth when it comes to throwing jigs. Alright, I've got my rods set up. I tied that jig on my 5'10" medium power extra fast action St. Croix Legend Tournament spinning rod. And the topwater lure, I put that one on my 6' 6" medium power fast action St. Croix Bass X casting rod. I do think I'm going to start out with that one today. Should be prime time for topwater right now, and I'm hearing fish hitting the surface all over out here. Let's check out what kind of action that one's got. Yeah, it's got a nice little sputter to it, doesn't it? I do like that he used that bladed VMC treble hook on the rear. Give it a little bit of extra flash when I pause it, a little bit of extra incentive to get those fish to bite. So that looks pretty good to me. I think it should catch them. Only one way to find out though. Let's go toss it in front of some smallies and see if they attack it. I think for the most part today, I'm just going to give that thing kind of a twitch pause kind of retrieve. A lot of the time these bass are hiding right up along the bank, where as long as you get that lure in front of them and give it a little bit of action, they'll usually go for it. As long as it looks like something they'd eat, I guess. Right over the branch there too. Oh, that's a big smallie. I gotta get him off that stick. I was gonna try to do the dirty dangle with him, but he didn't even give me the chance. There we go. Come here, bud. Well, heck yeah, that's a nice one to start off the afternoon. topwater lure. Yeah, I'm hearing splashing all over. I don't know if that's bass or carp, but there's definitely some active fish out here today. Well, that's a good one to start the day off on. Holy crap. They're fighting for it over there. I can't believe I missed it. It had to be more than one fish. I got him that time. That was a big one. Come here. Jeez, that was crazy. I threw that thing up there the first time and there had to be a couple of them fighting for it. Luckily they didn't chase it all the way back to the kayak here. Jeez, that's a pretty one right there. Get those hooks out of you. Get some of those weeds cleaned off you. Nice smallie. Well, the guy's working pretty well. Uh-oh, we did lose the little spinner blade off the rear treble though. I think that might have just happened right there. I don't know. I have thrown it into trees a couple of times and had to yank it out too, so it could have been one of those times and maybe I just didn't notice it. It should still work though. Well, I'm gonna get myself back into position here. And we're gonna throw that lure right back into there because I got a feeling that one had a couple of buddies with them. I'm throwing right there just in case any of them chased it back my direction. Man, that first time I threw that lure up there though, it was like all of a sudden a feeding frenzy was going on over there. You gotta love it when you find a school of bass. They get extra aggressive when there's competition for that food. There we go. Wow, that's another nice one. Come here, that might be a little bit bigger than that last one actually. Pretty close. They're probably relatives, I bet. Beauty. I'm going to try to get one on the jig. I'm just going to keep working my way along this shoreline here. Gotta get at least one on the jig. There we go. There's one on the jig. Oh, that's a big bass too. Nope, let's get out of there. Back myself away from all these logs. Come here. Nice. Well, that was awesome. I tossed that jig right next to that little log cluster there. I saw that guy come out and inhale it. He's the biggest fish of the day so far on that little tiny hair jig. Nice. All right, back to the top water. For me, it's just hard to not fish top water if they're hitting top. Just gotta keep it out of the trees, man. Swing and a miss. Oh man, that looked like a nice fish too. Did I just miss that one? Yeah, it was. I was trying to remember if that was the right tree or not. Well, if not, it was holding the fish either way. Yeah, that's a good one. I'll just drop my anchor here so I don't go drifting into anything. All right, fish number 4 on that topwater lure from Bleeding Arrow. That thing's been working pretty well out here tonight. Off you go. Jeez, that one slammed it. I don't want to let him get into those logs over there. All right, come back over here onto my net side. Wow, look at this smallmouth. Jeez, look how thick that one is. That thing's been working pretty well out here tonight. That is another nice smallmouth right there. I know those other oxbows weren't real productive, but this one does stay a little bit deeper, so I'm going to work my way around here. There's something was just chasing my lure, and I got him. That's a big smallie. Yeah, there's a bunch of them back here. I saw a couple others swimming around. This one I've got hooked. Come here. Wow. Man, that is a tank right there. Big thanks to Bleeding Arrow for sending me these lures to try out tonight. We've been catching some really nice smallmouth on them. I might get a quick measure on that one. It's probably about a 19-incher, I bet. We'll throw them on the check it stick real quick here. Yep, 19 inches, right on the dot. That's the biggest one of the day today on that topwater lure. Awesome. That is another tank. Come here, bud. Let me get that hook out of you. I'll have to get that lure untangled from the net after I deal with you. Oh, there we go. The lure wasn't even tangled in the net. Wow, look at that. Beautiful smallmouth. Well, it's been an awesome day of fishing out here. I've got a whole bunch of nice smallies today. I gotta say thanks to YouTuber Bleeding Arrow for hand making those lures and sending them to me to try. And while I'm at it, I gotta commend him on his lure making skills too. I'll be honest, when I first pulled that prop bait out of the envelope, I kind of had flashbacks to the last time I fished a tiny torpedo. It was really a frustrating day. It was windy like today, and that lure is just so light. Half my casts were getting blown onto the bank. It was spinning and twisting my line up. He really solved a couple of those problems with this lure. The body shape seems to help keep it stable, and it's got quite a bit more weight. I had no problem casting that lure into the wind today. And the important part is the smallies really seem to like it. I did catch one nice one on the jig. I didn't get a whole lot of use out of that today just because if they are hitting topwater, it's hard for me to not throw topwater. It's so much fun getting them on top, but I got a feeling I'll get some more use out of those. Maybe try a float and fly setup with them this fall. So thank you, Bleeding Arrow, for letting me try your lures. I had a lot of fun fishing them, and it really is an honor fishing something that somebody put so much time and effort into. So I really appreciate that opportunity. And thanks to the rest of you for coming along with me. I had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. I'll see you next time.